Good morning. It's Tuesday, June 9th, and you're watching AGORACOM TV here on the Small Cap Epicenter, AGORACOM.com. We have quite a bit of stories for you today. Let's get to them. Our first story is China Energy Recovery Inc. They trade on the OTC BB under the symbol CGYV. They have just completed a waste heat recovery system for a chemical fiber producer in Zhejiang province. The highlight here is that the total contract value for the new system is approximately $480,000, and the corresponding revenue to be recognized in Q2 2009, according to U.S. GAAP, would amount to roughly $390,000. China Energy Recovery last traded at $1.55. Their 52-week high and low, $10.01 to 82 cents. They have a market cap of $46.4 million. Moving on. ITEX Corporation trades on the OTC BB under the symbol ITEX. They are reporting their results for the third quarter, which ended April 30th, 2009. Here are the highlights. Revenue of $3.9 million as compared to $3.8 million the same period last year. So they're pretty flat there. Their net income came out to about $224,000 as compared to $230,000. Again, a pretty flat results, which in this economy is pretty good. They have cash at the end of the period of $1.1 million. They increased that by about $100,000. And they also signed their first web services agreement with a Fortune 1000 company, which included a one-time $350,000 platform subscription fee and monthly transaction processing fee. ITEX Corporation is a leading marketplace for cashless business transactions in North America. They traded yesterday at 79.5 cents. Their 52-week high and low, 96 cents to 35 cents. They have a market cap of $14.22 million. Again, that's ITEX Corporation on the OTC BB under the symbol ITEX. Our third story from the U.S. side is Superclick Inc. They trade under the symbol SPCK. They announced financial results for the second quarter, which ended April 30th. Here are some of the highlights. They had a record 58% gross profit for the 10th consecutive quarter of 40% gross profits. So 10 consecutive quarters with 40% or more gross profits. Record quarterly services revenue of $893,000, an increase of 17% year over year, a 1% year over year increase in revenue for the 6-month period, and a 43% year over year increase in income for the 6-month period. Superclick is a leader in IP infrastructure management solutions for the hospitality industry, and they last traded at 14 cents. Their 52-week high and low, 20 cents to 2.2 cents. Their market cap is $6.3 million. And again, they trade on the OTC BB under the symbol SPCK. Moving on to Canada, we have Northern Star Mining. They announced further drill results from their Malartic Midway project. Northern Star Mining trades under the venture exchange symbol of NSM. They are an AGORACOM client for full disclosure purposes, but their news holds its own here today. On its wholly owned Malartic Midway gold project, they drilled out carried out from surface on the Briar zones on the L zone exploration extension and from underground in the Shabella West zone. Here are the highlights. 16.78 grams per ton of gold over 12.6 meters in the Briar zone on hole 181. 7.36 grams per ton of gold over 21 meters from the underground in the Shabella West zone on hole number MU026. Following result on that hole, MU026, Northern Star is now planning to drive a drift below the 138-meter level at Shabella West to access, explore, and sample the zone below the present Shabella West workings. Here's a direct quote from the CEO, Michael David. The above results continue to expand the potential of the Malartic Midway Gold Project. The Briar zones continue to return significant gold values over impressive widths, while the L zone result continues to confirm its potential. Finally, underground drilling at the Shabella West Drift, 138-meter level, has discovered the downward extension of the Shabella West zone. Northern Star Mining traded last at 40 cents. Their 52-week high and low, $1.10 to 26 cents. They have a market cap of $43.29 million. They trade on the venture exchange under the symbol NSM. They are an AGORACOM client for full disclosure purposes. Our next story comes from Bear Lake Gold. They trade under the venture exchange symbol of BLG. They have results from their infill drilling program on the Bear Lake Gold Zone of its 100% owned Larder Lake project, which is located in northeast Ontario. Here are their highlights here of 2 holes. Hole number 65 intersected 3 meters, grading 10 grams per ton of gold. Hole number 66 cuts 2.7 meters, grading 10.6 grams per ton of gold, plus 3.1 meters, grading of 14.8 grams per ton of gold, and 3.2 meters, assaying 10.5 grams a ton of gold. Bear Lake last trade at 39 cents, 52-week high and low, $1.48 to 20 cents. That's Bear Lake Gold on the Venture Exchange under symbol BLG. Our next story comes from Mainstream Minerals Corporation. They trade under the symbol MJO. They have final rare earth element and gold drill results from their Phase 2 5-hole program on the Bobjo Mine Project, which is located in Urngi and Agnew Townships in Red Lake, Ontario. Their hole number 11-B was drilled approximately 100 meters east of the company's high-grade gold discovery and included discovery of significant zones of rare earth elements, iron, magnesium, manganese, and others. Here's some of the highlights here on the 11.5 meters grading. They had 28.56 grams per ton of scandium, 24.91 grams per ton of ceridium, 12.15 grams per ton of yttrium, 9.69 grams of lithium, and 41.01 grams per ton of chromium. Again, that's Mainstream Minerals, last traded at 80 cents, 52-week high and low, 49 cents to 3 cents. They trade on the Venture Exchange on the symbol MJO. Our last story today comes from Adventure Gold. They trade under the Venture Exchange symbol of AGE. They have successful drill results on its 100% Pascalis Colombier gold exploration property, which is located in the eastern part of the Val d'Or mining camp in Abitibi, Quebec. Here are their highlights. Hole number PC0905, 9.9 grams per ton of gold over 2.4 meters and 5.5 grams per ton of gold over 3.8 meters, which included a cut of 3.2 grams per ton of gold over 14.2 meters at a depth of 125 meters and 2.2 grams per ton of gold over 11.5 meters at a depth of 145 meters. On hole PC0904, they had 6.1 grams per ton of gold over 2.6 meters, included in a cut of 1.7 grams per ton of gold over 15.2 meters at a depth of 8 meters, 1 gram per ton of gold over 17.2 meters at a depth of 40 meters, and 1 gram per ton of gold over 20 meters at a depth of 90 meters. Adventure Gold last traded at 12 cents, 52-week high low here at 23.5 cents to 5 cents. Those are all of our stories for today. We do have one halt. It is High River Gold Limited. They trade under the symbol HRG. They're halted pending news. Please join us again tomorrow for some more great small cap news here on AGORACOM TV.